Hello everyone, and welcome to another World War Z Aftermath video. For this week's challenge we have Defenceless, Heavy Hitters and Resteless Horde. So, Heavy Hitters is the positive, many more heavy weapons throughout the mission, without any downside. This also increases the ammo of the heavy weapons for some reason. I don't know if it's bugged or as intended, it's always been like this. Restless Horde is the minor inconvenience you face. Some more zombies, twice as often, but it's not as bad. But Defenseless is actually the big challenge to go, especially for solo, because for tech support, the last level of Jerusalem is a little challenging to face the first Horde without any barbed wires or stationary machine guns, but we can make up with heavy hitters, so it's a minor inconvenience. There are many classes you can run with. The Hellraiser and Exterminator take the best advantage of the heavy weapons because we have the broad shoulders and the deep pockets. You can also run with a gunslinger with frontline supply and use the heavy weapons to deal with some of the enemies, the bulls, or some of the swarm. And you can also take advantage of the drone master for some crowd control when you go for solo. However, I do believe the superior options are, of course, Exterminator or Hellraiser. Exterminator is better if you are a little more experienced and you can use the claymores in time because, yes, you can pre-place them, but the maximum advantage is to be able to place them while you fight a horde. So you can crowd control a little bit the Zik, but with the Hellraiser we have much an easier time because we have the Herziki to deal with the bulls, and I do prefer to go like this, like this, because Thumper is excellent, but because we have the deep pockets and heavy rain, the difference is without heavy rain and if we go with a Thumper, we have an MGL with 17 shots. Heavy rain has a 25 shots, so it's 8 extra shots with an MGL with a heavy rain, plus 50% more damage. So the Thumper, a fully Thumper for the Hellraiser has a 7 shots. It fires much slower. It's better to deal with the bulls, however, I do believe because we find more heavy weapons, it increases our chances to find multiple MGLs throughout the level, and one MGL can clear through a horde very easy and solo. You also have the third hand to deal with the horde a little easier. However, if you go with a Thumper, I do recommend to go with free refill 1 because Thumper is very hungry for ammo and you can run out of it very fast, but I do like it like this. Third hand, heavy rain, just in case you need to deal with a horde. Wheatgrass, so a little more survivability and job satisfaction. Bounty Hunter, you can take it, but you don't need to. You deal so much damage with the Zik, you don't need, and the Bounty Hunter on top of it. So, before we start, in case you enjoy the content of the channel and you don't want to miss any upcoming videos I release throughout the week, feel free to subscribe. So without any further delay, let's just jump right into it. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I like the Thumper, but you see now we have 25 shots MGL. It's just 8 more shots, 1 more shot compared to the Thumper, and I do prefer it. Thumper is better to deal with, as I told you, the bulls. And yeah, but we have the heavy hitters. Without the heavy hitters, I would consider that to take the Thumper. So we hear our friend. Yeah, shotgun to the face is better. How are you, Screamer? So I do disarm these claymores because we need to find a breaching charge. We start with a breaching charge, so it's no point to pick up a perk that you start with a breaching charge. Otherwise, it's a completely useless perk. We need this to open the door for this level, and we need a second breaching charge. Here is the first location in order to find a tier 3 weapon and some extra things, although because of heavy hitters, you may be able to do it without it. So first things first, I usually don't search all the soldiers. I need to search for a breaching charge for this first level. Here's another one. And I need to search for the supply crate. There is always a supply crate here that will give us a medkit. Eyes open for a lurker. Hello, lurker. So the supply crate can be here. And it can be inside the houses. It's not here. I'm not going to search the corpses. Sometimes you can find the corpse very early. Gringold will come here and you will get attacked by Zik. Be careful of this. And I don't want that. The crate can also be here sometimes. No. So if the crate is not here, it's probably either there or in here. So other thing, we have to see if it's behind here. Probably not. It's not. We can pass through this claymore like this. If you stick to the right, you see it cannot trigger it. Don't worry, the bots will not trigger the claymores, thankfully. Otherwise, we would have the problem. Yeah, don't do what I did now, because yeah, I can trigger the claymores. The supply crate is probably inside here. Yeah, it's here. So supply crate to get a medkit. See if it's a breaching charge here, not a breaching charge. And sometimes you can find some weapons there. Very bad secondary. No, we don't want that. We want something better. Here I'm going to search in case I find the final breaching charge location for this part, and we don't. Usually this is a reset. However, there is a chance to find the breaching charge before the swarm here. So we can start searching the corpses. Be wary of lurkers, they have instant respawn, and they're very annoying. Getting really unlucky with the corpses. This should do it? Yeah. So we have to wait for green gold. Open the door because we have everything we need. Yeah. Just a moment. Okay, that was curious. Here is a location that you will can find a document. The lurker just appeared. It was very fun. So we have to open the door. Usually, you see that we get attacked now without doing anything. So now it's a point where we're going to use the C4. I can use one just to make sure that we'll survive and start running. We found more C4. I do want to leave the supply crate. Oh, you see we found the second MGL already. So get it here to the weapon. Okay. We save the useless doctor. I'm going to use a second one. Get this one. Because now, got a bull. I'm not going to throw another C4. Okay, we get too much attacked. I'm going to open the supply crate later. Getting a little distance between me and the Zik. Just to make sure. And now there is the final location for a breaching charge. Ne. Okay, now you see advanced SMG and RPG and supply crate. You don't have to do it. You have to kill the screamer. So now we have to see that this is going to bring a secondary weapon probably. Yes. Yeah, flare gun. Flare gun is a must, but for my personal challenges, I don't take it because it's overpowered and I don't want to just do the level because of the flare gun. If we get lucky, no supply crate here. So, okay. We have decent heavy weapons. We actually have 2 MGLs. That should be more than enough. We have RPG that actually should have 3. Yeah, 3 charges. And I'm going to use RPG for the first and keep second MGL for the second and save the other MGL for the other. Usually, you have to open the door and you'll find another heavy weapon and you'll also find a tier 3 weapon. If it's not good, open the door to get a different tier 3 weapon, or use a C4 to have a chance to spawn more C4 to make things a little easier. Okay, Bull. Bull is going to take a C4. Oh yeah, I triggered the C4 for some reason. But we killed the Bull. We're going to dodge this Bull. And kill him. So, I'm going to wait a little bit to use the RPG. Go near. 1 RPG. That's good. Second RPG is going to be there. And third RPG is going to be there. I was a little too fast with RPG. So I'm going to use a couple of shots. Not many, you see. It kills so many, the Super MGL. And for the rest, I'm going to hide behind here. Don't go inside because the running Zik can kill you. A couple of MGL shots just to make sure. Kill this Zik there. These are a little dangerous. With a good tier 3 weapon, you won't have a problem. If you have a problem, just reset. In my opinion, if you don't find the... What do I say? Yeah. The C4. So now we're going to use MGL for the rest. Don't rush it. Be careful for the bull. Take this. I'm going here on the light or the left. Second C4. And the rest is going to be pew 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 pew. As you can see, we killed everything with the Super MGL. It's very easy as long as you don't spam it. And we have to start, run. I don't think we need to spam it. Let's see if we have another heavy weapon here. No. Let's waste a couple of MGL. I'm going to keep the C4. Just be careful. Sometimes you can get attacked there from bombers, other Zeke. So you don't have to spam it. Because especially since the bots decide to go there. Use a tier 3 weapon that we don't have. And this is the last chance to kill the bots, which I'm going to do with Jude. Before you go upstairs, wait here, kill the bots and then go upstairs. Because we need to reset their health, so okay, we're safe to go upstairs. Once you go here, they will reset and respawn. And hello, Jude. Yeah, this is a little better. The other door is stuck. We have the RPG, which we can use here a little better. And we will save the MGL for later. What's there? PDW, machine gun. So we have to be a little fast. This is probably a medkit because we are low in health. Oh no, this is actually not bad. So I'm going to do something a little dirty. Throw explosive here. Sometimes it can spawn a screamer here, so... Sorry, dude. So, boom, number one. To thin them out. Go a little closer. Thin them out with your tier 3 weapon that you will have. Not tier 2 that I have. Be careful for the bombers and the bulls that can spawn, so be here. So if there are too many, use your heavy weapon. You don't have to kill them all with your heavy weapon. It's doable to do it with a tier 2 or tier 3 weapon, even for solo. Do we have third hand? I don't see the reload. Anyway, after they are almost all dead, you have to run here. We're going to use the first shot, be careful for lurkers, to thin them out, grab the other heavy weapon, and actually not use the heavy weapon, unless you want to kill... Oh yeah, we got the third hand, thankfully. Third hand is awesome here, you see, we automatically reload it once. But it has an internal cooldown, so now we'll reload again, yes, very good. After you see the progression bar on the left, goes a little further. We're going to actually go for a stock. Go inside, because once you're in stock, ignore everything, don't worry. Go inside, press the switch. Everyone will teleport inside. We found a tier 3 weapon, and we can reset the health for the bots, or no. I'm cheap, so I have to reset like this. Ethan, before you open this hatch, you have to kill as many the bots that you need to reset the health. Yeah, dude, sorry. Yep. So now we have found the, let's say, worst part. Now we have to fight our way through an okay but challenging part. So what I like to do is run, kill as many as I can. Because you have to press this switch 90% of the time first. So I want to do it as fast as I can. See if I want to find a tier 3 weapon, restock ammo. Find a heavy weapon sometimes here or here. Medkits. So power up. Restock ammo and go upstairs. Because upstairs is much easier to defend. Here you can get attacked by multiple locations. Be careful. Sometimes you can find here. Breaching charge. Heavy weapons. We have the MGL for the bulls. And the C4. Probably the C4 is better. I like to stand here because the bots, not bots, the Zeke can go upstairs from there. Where is the bull? We got the bull, but where? Okay, the bull is there, so we're going to use 1, 2 MCL. We have to protect the useless doctor. So come here, kill her the Zik, and actually go here. Ah, sorry. I didn't see Ethan there. Throw a C4 just to save the bots and there. And the second C4 for the bull. We have to open the door, the switch, but don't go to the switch now. Control the situation, close the doors, kill the Zik, and then go to press the switch. Because if you don't control the situation and you rush to the switch, the doctor will go down and you will lose all the bots, basically. So we have to kill as many as we can. Here is E4 because I'm going to pick one. There are not so many, so I'm choosing to go, pick it up, and then go and pick up the C4. There is probably a... Yeah, here is sometimes, what is it called? Virus sample. You see, keep them off green gold. The bot will rush, and if there are too many enemies, the bot can die. Thankfully, we're going to have a switcheroo. I'm keep closing the doors because it gives us a lot of time to deal with the Zik. Oh, you see? Ethan is down. Be careful here. A lurker sometime can go. I hear a bull. Let the bots go and res green gold. Focus on the bull and everything else. A bull can be done like this. Oh my god, something. I hear the bomber. Yep. So he's moving to the next console. Thankfully, oh no, he's moving there. We can defend him from there. The bad thing is, if you kill the bots now, you cannot reset their health. So it's a little difficult. So let's close this. They will teleport. Here is ideal to defend green gold because you can go in and out from here, especially in multiplayer. And one or two people can just defend this good doctor. Oops, oops, oops. And you can go in and out. Now, this is the ideal scenario. Better be quiet, thankfully. You can defend him very easy because now no longer we spawn specials because we have the last silence weapon. It's not so rare. It can happen, especially if we don't use many aggressive things. Behind the doors is just a joke to defend him. Be careful, sometimes the Zik may spawn from there. That's why I don't aim. I have a wider range to see if they come from around. Just spot them. If they open the door, just close it. So the telemetry uplink. I'm going to hit Jude. Go pick up the medkit because this is the last switch we're pressing. I hear the lurker. Before the lurker, I'm going to pick up ammo. Cover the dog is not good for us because that means Zik are coming. There they are. And we're loud again for no reason. That's the other downside. So now we're going to use the C4 to survive, otherwise we cannot. I got spit. This is also very bad. Thankfully we have 2 more C4 here. Can use the C4. We have to dodge this. If you... yeah, what's this? This is ridiculous. So we have to use this and this. We have to use green gold. Now we got very unlucky because this usually won't happen. Thankfully, green gold dies very slow, so we have time. We have the time to res him. I was very slow because I wanted to demonstrate things. Otherwise, if you went to the switch directly, you would have the time. Now we have the time. Be careful for lurkers inside. Green gold, get in. Close the doors. I don't have the time to open this. I'm going to close the door, not get greedy. Bye-bye. When he opens the door, unfortunately, the bots will not respawn. This is the problem now. We're alone. Usually this won't be the case. So we have to be careful. to survive. Take as long as we can. We don't have to apply defenses. Just find the proper heavy weapons. Be careful for the lurker I just heard. Usually we have a voltage grid, but here is a nice corner to go and hide and defend. Most of the Zik will come here or go there. We don't care because we are going to actually use the tier 3 weapon or a heavy weapon to deal with them, but probably I do prefer the tier 3 weapon to save all my heavy weapons. So here if you find 2 heavy weapons, it's actually a good opportunity to store them away. To find, for example, their payload rifle. It's not ideal. Payload rifle is ideal to deal with the bulls, ideal to deal with the other specials, but not for the Horde. So I'm going to actually check there. Be careful for lurker, because one lurker now for solo is game over. But this is a heavy weapon. So we have a lot of these things. Because I don't know where they're coming from, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to pick them up. I still hear them coming. So we have pretty good heavy weapons. And we're in silenced territory. You see? Ethan respawned with a silenced pistol. So it's actually quite good. If you run out of ammo, you have to use the other tier 3 weapon, but we have an RPG, 2 MGLs, 2 payload rifles, more than enough. And a lot of C4 charges. So we're going to deal with a swarm very easy. We're going to stay there. Let the bots stay where they go. Be careful for the bulls if they come from here. Start killing all the Zik you can, especially here. Once they pour through the level, you can actually save your heavy weapon, but I'm not going to do so. I'm going to save as much as I can, but once they're pouring through, just open the meat grinder, and as Dina said, slice and dice. I heard, yeah. We have to kill the Screamer, is top priority, otherwise he keeps spawning random Zik, special Zik, so Screamer is a no-no, and Screamer is the yarn. I'm going to use only one RPG shot for this swarm. Going here, and that's what you have to do for all the swarms. Actually, it's not very hard because you have so many heavy weapons. It's actually very easy to control it. Once they get out of hand, just push it and go back. Keep killing. Be careful from there. Just use the C4. Be careful, don't kill the bots. Use another C4. You're going to pick up a lot of C4. I'm going to use the small MGL. And actually going to use MGL for most of the time. Because they can control... Where is the... I thought I heard the bull. The MGL is actually very good because you see... It can kill the Zik very easy. It's my favorite weapon for the Hellraiser. Especially the improved MGL. Even if it's run out, don't worry. Go take the payload rifle. We also have an MGL. I'm just going to save it for later because we haven't seen a bull actually. And I'm going to use the MGL, the payload rifle. So out of ammo. This is the last time we're going to use the tier 3 before we switch to this one. Ah, perfect. Bye. Yeah. You too. Oh yeah, they killed the bull. So I'm going to actually use the payload rifle. It's not the best to kill Zik. How many do you kill? 10 Zik per shot. Not very impressive for Horde, but very impressive for bulls and specials. The range, the frequency, the speed, are actually awesome. Kill as many as we can. Pick up MGL, and we still have a payload rifle there. And a full tier 3 weapon. So actually, you don't have to go there. You have to open the door as soon as you can, enter here, because if the Zik are there, they will overwhelm you and you will die. Not die, you will lose, because you will get a timer if the Zik come to the door. So you have to do it as fast as you can. So in conclusion, the first part is the most challenging. We have the MGL to deal with the first swarm. If you find an RPG, another MGL, they're the top choices. If you don't find, use the heavy machine gun or the shotgun. The Taiga 12 is actually pretty decent to deal with the Horde and the Hellraiser. C4 for the specials for the first swarm, and for the middle part, a lot of C4, and you don't need a lot of heavy weapons. And for the last part, mostly go near the lever and open it if the Z come around. Keep the heavy weapon to keep the Zik in place, and take advantage of the here Ziki for the bulls. And in case you face too many Zik, and the only flex slot, in my opinion, in case you don't think you get very lucky with the heavy weapons, although in my personal challenge, in some of our tests, I found so many good heavy weapons. That's why I like the heavy rain. I think we found three or four, MGLs to this level. Even if you find one MGL, that's 50 shots of MGL only with heavy rain. It's 50 shots. They're a lot. You kill a lot of Zik with this. Otherwise, if you don't feel confident, just go with like this. Free refill with Thumper to keep the Thumper in check, because if you've seen getting out of ammo using the tier 3 weapon, if we also use the Thumper, we wouldn't have ammo half of the time. That's why I go with 3v1, but because I don't use it, I'm going like this. And so that was it for this week's Challenge Mode Solo Hard Optimal Class Guide video. I really hope this will help you to solo this week's challenge. It's a little challenging with Defenceless, but you're going to have a lot of fun with heavy hitters and a lot of heavy guns, either if you run it solo or with friends. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video, and an extra thank you in case you stick around until the end. So feel free to stay tuned for more upcoming videos for World War Z, Aftermath and other video games. And as always, I wish you all a wonderful day.